sports facilities in the districts. For the archives function, we saw the Ministry of Home Affairs and Internal Security, particularly the Department of National Archives of Zambia, undertake a visit to our local authority and began to interact with the registry as well as library staff to see how we can undertake the archives function. Chair, I regret to inform the committee that we do not have adequate space for the setting is a matter of financial and technical current. I will inform the committee that we are in receipt, or local authorities are in receipt of a financial management circular number 14 of 2024. It has outlined how councils should undertake the disbursement of funds, and in this regard I wish to we have been financial support through budgetary allocation. However, Chair, as I will highlight on page 6, in some respect, this financial support has been inadequate to cover the expansion of responsibilities. Chair, under the we have received the same that we have undertaken as a district is pothole patch, rehabilitation of part of a road within the district called H. Figolf by way of installation of pavers. We have purchased road maintenance equipment, that's the compactor and the concrete cutter. However, as indicated, these funds attend to the various challenges. On the third question, strategy functions to local authorities, I wish to indicate that our local authority has undertaken several measures. The ministries are now and subsequently also committee meetings and report to all of the reporter. Additionally, the staff of department from the ministries. Chair, I wish to indicate that the devolution policy has enhanced collaboration even with our policymakers such as members of parliament. Fourth question on the challenges on functions of the local authorities. I wish to indicate that one of the key challenges is the lack of proper facilities to support decentralized operations. Chair has already indicated with the archives function, we are still struggling as a district to identify where this particular function is undertaken from. Additionally, I wish to indicate that partial devolution brought its own limitations in the sense that the Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock had 3 functions devolved to the council, that is veterinary services, fisheries and livestock. However, the only veterinary services has its function and budget devolved to local. Become protracted in the sense that in some instances unrealized. Similarly, under health, as already highlighted, Chair, not all the staff have been attached. Therefore, it provides a bit of a using of operational funds for veterinary services. The local authority have proven to be a challenge. This has affected the operations of the department in controlling livestock diseases in the district. Similarly, Chair, in the relief, which the execution of works somewhat difficult. Chair, the devolution function. Devolution has presented an opportunity for homegrown solutions to challenges that affect different sectors, and also it has allowed for the sector to easily tap into the CDF to improve service delivery to farmers, community support, as well as infrastructure development. Chair, further, devolution has enhanced community participation as seen in the service planning and delivery, as well as sports and health planning and farming. Under innovation, local authorities are better positioned to adopt innovative solutions tailored to local needs. We have also seen intersectoral devolution, intersectoral collaboration, in the sense that our coming on board of the officers under devolved functions has seen us work a little more closely together. I think a key example can be seen for the veterinary officers working closely with the public health department in the local authority. Additionally, district health office has also worked very well with the public health department when it comes to managing public health consideration matters in the district. The internal auditors of the council attend to auditing or the vouchers of devolved departments. Additionally, even their procurements are being undertaken by procurement unit under the council. By way of conclusion, Chair, allow me to speak to Luanshya Municipal Council's recommendations to your committee for possible consideration in preparation of your report. Chair, I wish to propose that the Devolution Secretariat and the ministries to provide a clear roadmap on the devolution of the ministries to the local authority, especially on the issues of structure of that ministry when fully under the local authority. We further wish to pray for the timely disbursement of funds so that operations are not affected, and additionally that there be an increased budget allocation to adequately finance devolved functions. As with the case that devolution is an innovation, we wish to pray for continuous capacity building. This will ensure ongoing training for local staff in health management, archives, veterinary services, and sports creation management. We also wish to recommend for the strengthening of monitoring evaluation. It will enhance data-driven decision-making by improving the information system of devolved departments, among others. Chair, as things stand, we are not sitting in one building as per the desired request or as per the desired situation. Everyone is under one roof, coordination will be better. Therefore, or our recommendation that there be an improved infrastructure or sufficient funds be allocated for construction and renovation of certain offices that would be centrally located in the district that would house these functions. Lastly, Chair, I wish to recommend on behalf of Luanshya Municipal Council Management for the Ministry of Finance and National Planning to expedite the transfer of assets to the local authority in line with the provisions of the Public Finance Management Act. We believe that the transfer of assets will aid in the performance of the devolved functions. I submit, Chair, for your consideration.
Well, thank you so much, Luanshya Municipal, and the concise presentation. At this point, I'll invite questions from the honorable members of Parliament in case they would want to seek clarification. Honorable Kangombe.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Town Clerk, in the documents you've submitted to the committee, there's appendix to your signature. Functions 2.1, 2.2, and then there's 2.3. Now 2.3 talks about that report to you, meaning the 8 functions, and we are told there are extra functions that have been added. They should all report to you. That is what this circular well with devolved of recruitment, because currently the workers that have just been attached, meaning they are not employed by the Local Government Service Commission. Of the Local Government Commission, Director Human Resource, Local Government Service Commission. So there's a way in which you deal with disciplinary issues. There's a work culture that you've adopted in local government. Now, since the remaining members of staff are coming from, I don't know if it's the public service, I don't know if they're coming through PSMD, I don't know if they're coming through the Civil Service Commission, but their recruitment is different. In your submission, you've not touched on how you would want those who are devolved to integrate into local government. You've simply demonstrated that the work arrangement is okay. What is your submission as Luansha Municipal Council? Do you want these who are attached, because centralization does not end after 1 year, will probably for 10, 15 years unless the policy changes? Recommendation, Chair, what is recommending? Who should employ these officers that are performing devolved functions? Should they now be employed by the Local Government Service Commission, or should they be employed as they are currently employed through
committee? Maybe we have one of Samaka wanted to ask something.
Very straightforward. I think one of the activities under devolution is capacity building both in the human resource and also the financial base of these local authorities. How as Luansha Municipal Council in terms of your financial base, and added to that, how is the shaft 28 adding to your financial base? Thank you.
Okay, I've picked two questions. Maybe let me also add mine. Mine is around the community sports, which currently is sitting under the Department of Housing Services. And you have started coaching training sessions, you have formed leagues. So the department which is, and you have indicated clearly that the rightful department has not moved to your council. So which means you are using this committee staff, department staff, to coordinate sports. In my own understanding, I'm trying to seek to learn how competent they are who are managing sports now, because coaching is a skill that requires someone going to the university and coming with competent skills. So how is it being done? Is it just a competent person comes? How are you doing? Maybe as you would want to know that people in Luansha with degrees in sports management, are there in plans of seconding such people or using such people to provide technical skills on what is being done, so that you don't miss the process from the start? Maybe you might answer those three, then we'll give the members the last round of questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. I'll start with your question on community sport. Chair, the activities that have been outlined in our report as being undertaken under the Department of Housing and Social Services are in their infancy, in the sense that we just began in the last quarter of last year with these activities. So for me, Chair, before your committee this morning, I can indicate that your observations have come at a timely manner, and we will only but undertake to see how we have the right people undertaking certain activities, so that maybe government resources are not then wasted. I'll proceed to the question by Honorable Kangombe with regard to our report being silent on recruitment and what is the expectation or what is the recommendation by Luansha Municipal Council. I wish to indicate, Chair, that we have been guided throughout the devolution process that there are certain components of the activity of devolution that are still receiving very active attention with regard to the actual attachment or recruitment or investment functions. I wish to indicate that the desired requirement would be that we all sit under one institution, whether Government Service Commission or whether it be named Public Service Management Division or whether it be named by any other name. The desired requirement or the recommendation on behalf of Rwansha is that whatever consultations are going on between the different unions, between the different commissions, is that we would be under one commission, and where we say that the principal officer or the chief executive officer is on behalf of the service commission, whatever name it shall be called, would then have the authority to report to one commission regarding all the staff that will fall under their charge. With regard to the question from Honorable Samakai, I beg your indulgence by asking Director of Finance to make a quick comment on our financial base and also what benefits or low-hanging fruits are being garnered from the Shaft 28 project.
I'll start with the first question on the financial base for Rwansha. I wish to indicate, Chair, that we have a low revenue base for Rwansha. I think you all know the status of Rwansha, that it was once called a ghost mine. We are happy that the government has taken a step to reopen Shaft 28, where we expect to benefit more as Rwansha Municipal Council. Currently, Chair, Shaft 28, they are still doing deottering, and we are yet to include it on our valuation. We anticipate that the moment they will conclude deottering and they will start operating under Shaft 28, I think our valuation will go up, will increase, and will benefit more. It is our prayer that they conclude deottering of Shaft 28 so that we can benefit as Rwansha Municipal Council. The moment that is done, I think our revenue base or our financial base will be adequate to meet all the demands. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. We'll do the last round of questions. Honorable Kapambi.
Thank you, Chair. Welcome, TC and your team. My name is Akabaso Kampampi, Member of Parliament for Mansawumbo constituency. Chair, through you, I would like to find out in terms of amounts as how much each devolved function has received so far.
Okay, so that's question number one. Let me also ask, when we conclude as we go this direction. So my town clerk is, from what you are conceptualizing with these changes now, what would be your proposal around, I know these offices are constitutional, town clerk's office, is it mayor for you? Is it mayor's office or council chairpersons? Would you want the status to remain the same? Or with these changes, you could be conceptualizing a certain change around the existence of some of these offices? That's question number one.
Thank you. Last question, town clerk. Quite familiar with of local government. So each department, whether there are sections under the director, they call them sections. Now to you, have you been told their structure? Have you been told, for instance, the person who will be responsible for vet issues, who falls under them? The person who will be responsible for archives, which other sections will fall under that particular structure? Because currently your structure is known. You probably even know who's heading this section from your experience in local government. Okay. But for these that have been pushed to the local authority under the devolved functions, have you been told the structure? Are you able to tell that these are the departments or sections that are missing within this particular structure. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. Perhaps we get the last one from Honorable Vice Chair here. Good morning. Introduce yourself. I'm Anthony Kasanda, MP for Bangor constituency in Zambia. My question is a follow-up on your answer to Honorable Kangombe's question. And in your response, you've put it that you would want all this stuff to be engaged by one commission, be it Civil Service Commission, whatever the name they will give to it. I want to put to you, don't you think, what is your take between the commission employing on your behalf or the local authorities employing themselves? Thank you, Chair. Okay, I think that's very good by answering those questions.
Thank you, Chair. I'll begin with Honorable Cassandra's question. Currently, we have certain functions from the Local Government Service Commission that have been devolved to us to deal with a certain category of employees. It would therefore be our position that if the status quo continued, that would sit well, regardless of which commission would sit under. The established human resource management committees would have devolved functions that deal with employment, discipline, retirement, and whatever other functions that have been developed. So in view of, I believe if that is the same position that followed, whichever commission we would fall under, that would sit well with Luanshya Municipal Council. I will now proceed to the question from Honorable Kangombe.
Maybe one talk the Honorable has a follow-up question. My question is, between yourselves as local authority, Luanshya Municipal Council, and any commission that employs, what's your preference? What is your preference to employ the staff that being given commission or be engaged to employing? That is my question. You are, I think, Chair, compared you with protection. So just be open. What would Luanshya Municipal Council prefer? To sit in Luanshya, wait for local government commission to advertise, and just bombard you with new stuff with no say as a principal officer? Thank you. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Chair. I wish to maintain my answer in the sense that the response to set the human resource management committees was because of the concern that Honorable Cassandra is raising, where local authorities had not had a role in the process of engagement. From the understanding of the background of the human resource management committees is that similarly with the devolution process, these functions will eventually all be managed by the local authorities. So as things stand, Chair, that is the answer that I can give on behalf of Luanshya Municipal Council, in the sense that we are enjoying some authority and we continue to enjoy an open relationship with the Local Government Service Commission, where through the staff returns we have been able to give our position, and as and when the employment is done, it's being done with consultation with ourselves. With your permission, Chair, I can proceed to the other question. Proceed. I'll respond to the next question that came from Honorable Kangombe, who was indicating or was inquiring on whether we have been informed of the structure for our colleagues that are coming through the devolved functions. Chair, I wish to confirm that we are not yet availed with an approved structure from municipal councils. The town councils are in receipt of the structures as they sit in the town councils. However, for municipals, we are yet to receive the structures as they are proposed to sit. So currently, we just undertake that each function, the head of the district head of that function would consequently then be deemed as the head for now. Then we will be ably guided when the structures are shared through the normal course. I will now proceed to the questions from Honorable Kampampi, who asked, the question from you, Chair. You inquired on our recommendation as to whether we maintain the status quo or does Luanshya have any recommendation. Chair, I must admit that I have not exercised my mind around that, but what I would recommend is that clear guidelines or clear guidelines are given with regard to the discharge of functions either by the town clerk or by His Worship the Mayor, as the case may be. I believe there have been cases where you find one strays into the other. However, if this message is repeated and clarified, the status quo may continue. With regard to the question from Honorable Kampampi, I would ask your indulgence that Director of Finance gives the output of what we have received as a district from the different functions.
Yes, so maybe clerk there's a question which is pending. Oh, okay, please pick that one.
Thank you, Chair. I'll respond to Honorable Kampampi's question on the how much you have received from the devolved functions. Under livestock, we have received so far 158,000. Then under roads grant, we have received about 1.7 million. For sports, we have received 215,000. Then under archive, we have received 14,000. Then under health, we have received about 1.5 million. I submit.
Well, thank you so much. So maybe just to emphasize on the question on the implication of the office of the town clerk. With this amount of workload that is coming, the oversight which is growing, is there any proposals you are making around the functionality of the office of the town clerk or the council secretary? Should it remain the same? Are you making any special recommendations, either in terms of how the roles are defined, how the stipend is defined? That is what I was also trying to ask. Maybe a quick
an affected person, their workload has increased, Chair, and with more responsibility added to it. I think the recommendation there would then be that a revision of what is payable to a town clerk or a council secretary be considered, and also that the risk has also increased. Then
the job descriptions, are they still the same or they've been revised?
From what I know, Chair, there has not been a comprehensive document shared to get a revised job description. However, we have been able to receive different instructions over time that we have taken as an inclusion or an enhancement of the job description of the town clerk.
Well, thank you so much. You should be concluding. We've got 2 minutes, but I'll allow Mr. Mutare, Director of Health, just to share your experience in 1 minute. How does it feel to move? Was your mind prepared? Are you facing any challenges in the new establishment? And I also equally give Dr. Nsoka to also share, just in a minute, in the interest of time.
Yes,
and what would be a quick recommendation, if any?
Okay, thank you so much, Chair. Of course, every new thing comes with speculations and worries and concerns. But what I can say is that it's all right for now. Well, of course, we have some teething issues here and there, especially when it comes to defining roles, especially with the accounts department, procurement, as well as stores departments, because it's like they need these departments need they need more orientation on the way the local government operates and the way the Ministry of Health operates. So they need to really harmonize and ensure that they blend together so that they work as a team. Because sometimes we tend to take issues like when we request for funding, it takes longer sometimes than expected. But nevertheless, we are getting there slowly. I think we are working as a team now. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. We'll ask Mr. Mutale, Director Health, right? That was Mr. Mtari. We come to the which one is this? Livestock. Is it from livestock? The other devolved. Yes, sir. Just a quick comment.
Yes, as indicated earlier to say, under our Minister of Fisheries and Livestock, in the previously only one function, which was veterinary officer, which was devolved fully. But the rest of us now are moving onto the local authority this year. But from the experience since the DVO reports to my office, so far I can state that the devolution is what we need to champion the development at the district level, because it is an opportunity to identify local the issues that are affecting us and also find our own solutions there about. So far so good. I can say the interaction with the local authority and the operation general sense is good, and this is what we need to move forward. It's an opportunity for us. Thank you, Chair.
Well, thank you so much. I think we should be concluding. We've come to the end, and we appreciate the responses you've given. I think quite rich and good insights on what's obtaining in Rwanda and in the whole process that we are deliberating. So we've come to the end, and I'll take away the immunity which was granted to you under Cap 12 so that you will be free. And I must say thank you so much once more. We wish you a safe travel as you get back home. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair.